Okay, this might do it. Okay, I think we got it worked out now. Let's see if we can figure this out. Let me try to adjust my light, my white balance. My God, this don't work. Burner, this don't work.
Should I go for it? I'm gonna shake this.
This is better. This is how. Hello, welcome back, Heather. I'm sorry, we had some technical difficulties. Burner tried to give me this stand that he said I could set up the recording device and sit it on the... Hey, John, what's up? He said I could sit it on the desk there and have it recording for me, and it didn't work at all. It didn't work at all. I tried it, and you saw what happened. It wouldn't let me do it. All right, I'm going to let some music play like we normally do. Let some folks join on that want to join us this evening. As you can tell, due to tonight's topic, we have very themed music from High School Musical, okay? Oh, I hate a fade out. Did you hear that? Did you hear that horrible fade out? Look at this. Sounds like Avenue Q. Look at that. Oh, God, just horrible. I'll give it another minute or two to let people join that want to join us this evening. Oh, there's such a high timbre to their voices. It's disgusting. Oh, Lord. Oh. There's so much. It's almost too much. I agree, Jennifer. I love Avenue Q. That was my first foray in the live. That was actually the first show I saw on Broadway. Several years back, I think 2006 or so, I went to New York City and I saw Avenue Q on Broadway, and it was delightful. It was absolutely delightful because it's like Sesame Street, but they're filthy. You know what I mean? That's the beautiful part about Avenue Q is they're making fun of everybody. Sesame Street, modern musicals, everybody. This is just trash. You know you ain't a good musical singer if the male and the female sound exactly alike. Nicole says, is Zac Efron a spice or a food or something? That's not a bad question. He probably is. He probably thought, his agents probably told him, you know how it's going to make you sound more exotic? Change your name to Saffron. And they said, oh no, that's too obvious. Let's go Efron. Look, I'm going to turn this crap off, okay? I'm done. I can't take it no more, okay? I can't take it no more. Okay, I'm turning that off. In case you didn't recognize it, that is music related to tonight's subject, which would be Zac Efron. Okay, that is tonight's topic. Thank you all for joining me. For those who don't know me, my name is Carol Pussycat, and I'm from the great state of Louisiana. Thank you all for joining me here this evening. I appreciate y'all joining me here on these Tuesday evenings. You know what these carols call? Hold on, there's a heart pulsing in my... Oh, it's a GIF. I see. Okay. Anyway, I appreciate you joining me for Carol's Corners on Tuesday evening. I think it's just nice that we come together once a week and talk about, things that are on our mind. Hello, JC. Welcome. I think it's nice that we share together, okay? And that we speak the truth to each other and we share together. Now, I do want to mention, of course, that the lovely folks at Funky Dog Improv, okay, located in Melbourne, Florida, they allow me to post on their channels. They allow me, if you've seen some of their live shows, I'm a frequent guest, okay? I happen to be in the area, and they invite me in, from time to time. So if you feel so inclined, always, we're a nonprofit organization, okay? We're nonprofit. So every piece that's donated, every piece of money that our organization earns goes right back into the organization. So if you feel so inclined, FunkyDogFL.com, there's a donate section. We'll gladly take your money. We'll gladly take your money. We're not going to, you know what I mean? What did Christ say? Christ says, I just show up. That's ridiculous. That's ridiculous. It's an open invitation. Okay? It's an open invitation. You ask Carol somewhere... You expect that I'm just going to be there whenever I feel the need. Okay? Ridiculous. Anyway, feel free to donate so those fine folks can bring you entertainment long after this pandemic is done, okay? All right. So let's get started. Tonight is May 5th. Okay? Revenge of the Sith. Revenge of the 5th. Some people call it after the May the 4th be with you, the Star Wars Day, right? I don't succumb too much to the Star Wars universe, okay? I don't really appreciate George Lucas's interpretation of that particular novel. But I do appreciate that it's place in history, okay? Now, I do have to say that for most people in America, there are two very important holidays today. One of them, of course, is the Revenge of the Sith, the Star Wars celebration, and the second is Cinco de Mayo. Of course, many Americans love to take this day to act senseless and drink and bastardize other people's culture. It's an American tradition. You know what I mean? It's American tradition. And unfortunately, this year it looks a little different, doesn't it? Doesn't it? Thank you. And it's on Taco Tuesday. Y'all, let me tell you something. This is like one of them palindromes that people talk about. You know what I mean? Everything that can go right has gone right. Okay, you got Cinco de Mayo, the 5th of May, on a Taco Tuesday. However, you got the whole thing impeded by a virus named after a Mexican beer. If that ain't God touching you right in your soul and saying you better evaluate your life choices, I don't know what is. Okay, that's Jesus right there. That's Jesus touching the hearts of every man, woman, and child that go out there and celebrate Cinco de Mayo, get crazy, get wasted, get disgusted, okay? And that's him saying, y'all better slow down. I'm going to take your Cinco de Mayo away from you with Corona. The irony. But that's how our Lord works. It's mysterious. He's got a mysterious way about it. How am I going to celebrate Cinco de Mayo? Later, I'm going to be working. I'm going to be making my world-famous guacamole, okay? I still got a couple of them jalapenos left from a couple weeks ago that I shared with you all. I'm going to chop some of them in there. We're going to see how it turns out, okay? We're going to see how it turns out. Last time I made it too spicy, I sent Bernard to the hospital. He can't handle much. He's a very sensitive system, right? He can't digest things like other people. That's why his belly pops out like that. You know what I mean? So we're going to see how it goes. But that's how I'm going to celebrate. Just quietly in my home. Now, many people have asked me what Cinco de Mayo stands for. I'm not going to lie. I don't know. But I do appreciate the holiday. And I appreciate the celebrations. Okay? So there's that. Let's move on to tonight's topic. Zac Efron. Now, many people have known for a long time that I truly hate Zac Efron. Hate him to the core of my being. There is no one else in this world, Jesus, that I hate more than Zac Efron, okay? You may know that I brought me and Mr. Senator Sanders, we brought a bill to the Senate floor a couple of years ago that said Zac Efron should be banned from all public media. Some people know about that. It was in the news. It was in the news briefly, okay? But very, very, very specific reasons for the lawsuit. You know what I mean? That I'm gonna go into here. You know what I mean? Because it's not right. People like that existing in society is not right, okay? And we're gonna talk about it now. As we're going, feel free to type some questions in. I'm gonna write. I got my little writing pad down here. I'm going to jot down some questions that you all write in. Comment why you may hate Zac Efron, different opinions you may have on the topics that we talk about, okay? But I feel the people need to know. I feel the people need to know just why Zac Efron is single-handedly destroying America, okay? So let's talk about it, okay? First off, he is continually perpetuating the stereotype that you can be attractive and wildly talented. Okay? That's unrealistic. That's a lie. That's like putting Superman up. Okay? That's like putting Superman up and saying every human being in the world is shaped like this, can do this kind of flying crap. Okay? It's a lie. It's a lie. You have to pick one. You have got to pick one. You cannot be simultaneously that pretty and that talented. It's misrepresenting America. It's misrepresenting human beings. And it has to stop. Okay? You got people that look at someone like that and they think to themselves, I don't look like that. I don't sing like that. I don't have that six-pack abs. What am I supposed to do with myself? And they got zero self-worth, and then they get depression, and, then they go on to therapy the rest of their life. Because Zac Efron out here parading like he's better than the rest of us, okay? Disgusted. Look at High School Musical. I was just playing a couple of the song selections for you right? You could hear it yourself. My main issue with High School Musical is that the entire plot of that particular venture in theater, in production, moviedom, okay, is the idea that you can be both a successful jock, an uber-talented basketball star, okay, and be a multi-talented triple threat theater actor. Not realistic. That does not happen. Like I said, I used to be a teacher. Okay, I used to be in the school. I saw the poor damn drama teacher. Every spring musical season come around, she's trying to steal boys from the football team, trying to steal boys from the soccer team. You just need the body. At that point, you just need a pretty boy on stage to do something, do a little tap dance move or something. Tell them to smile big, just wave their hands a lot, and that's all people gonna see. If that kid were to step into the classroom and open up his mouth and sing a beautiful aria, okay, you gonna say, get the hell out. You some kind of robot? I don't trust that you're a real person. It's giving these young teenagers unrealistic expectations, okay? It's false hope. It's an unrealistic plot. Also, I don't appreciate very much that he's the only one to get major recognition from that film. Okay? Ridiculous. What did he do to the other actors? I don't believe that he didn't go behind somebody's agent and say you need to keep them out of the press or anything like that. Now, I know there's several fans of Selena Gomez. I know that people like her and things like that. But I'm sorry. The normal person does not have their career launched by a High School Musical. It does not happen. Someone's been cheating the system, and we're going to find out where. You know what I mean? We're going to find out where. Yes, Jay, I am ready for a shot of tequila. Tell you what, Zac Efron got me on mad. Not even looking at High School Musical, look at his face. Look at his face, okay? Those bright blue eyes, that dark hair. That's the mark of Satan. A lot of people don't know this, but there's a hidden chapter of the Bible that they found about 20 years ago out in Utah. Okay? Most people don't know about it. But in that chapter, it says that the second coming of the devil is going to be in a male with brown hair and light blue eyes. I believe that devil is Zac Efron. That's just what it is. You know what I mean? And okay, go ahead. You know, Miss Carol, that's slander, that's libel. Not if it's the truth. Not if it's the truth. Come at me, Zac Efron. Go ahead. Go try. I'll fight you on Ellen or something. Oh, Jesus. Where? Oh, there it is. Hold on. Watch. A long time ago, guys, I learned how to eat like a lizard. Check this out. Oh, it's too heavy. Hold on. Got it. Tongue power. Okay. That's High School Musical in a nutshell. Unrealistic. Disgusting. Also, something I just thought of. Ballography. They pick up basketballs, and you expect me to believe that the entire ding-dang basketball team knows a choreographed dance with the basketballs in the gym and can do it spontaneously. Disgusting. Disgusting. That's what Michelle Obama should have focused on. You don't need to focus on giving kids healthy lunches. You need to focus on getting the idea out of kids' heads that they can take a basketball and do a performed choreographed routine. It's awful. It's detrimental to the children of America. Ridiculous. Ridiculous. Then you're going from something like that. You're going from something like a High School Musical. Okay? You get your fame. You get your notoriety. You get to go around and you get to go say, oh, I'm Zac Efron. I'm Zac Efron. You know what I mean? I can do this, that, or the other. Hold on, I'm looking for my pen. I don't know. I don't understand why. Every time I speak to you, I lost it in the fold again. That's what it was. Lost it in the fold again. Oh, I got to do something about losing this quarantine weight. I swear to God. I swear to God. My pounds are going up, but my clothes fit better. It's probably just because I've worn them so long, I'm stretching them out. You know what I mean? Anyway, so Zac Efron, you go from a High School Musical, okay, to something like Greatest Showman. Beautiful movie. Beautiful cinematography. Beautiful choreography. It's got a beautiful story to it, okay? But again, who is one of your main vehicle actors? Zac Efron. You telling me that there's not anyone else in the movie superstar system that could be put in that movie next to Hugh Jackman? Hugh Jackman a power force in himself. Hugh Jackman is basically Jesus. Okay? You look at that man and you listen to his accent and you tell me that any ailment you have is not immediately healed. Okay? That's science. That's the way the world works. Okay? He's a beautiful man that's going to save this world. I guarantee you, if they would have come to Hugh Jackman at the beginning of that production and said, okay, look, we want you to play Phineas Bonham. Okay, but here's the deal. We don't got anyone else to play the guy that takes over for Phineas. Well, you do both. And Hugh Jackman, because he's a brilliant actor, would probably look at them and say, well, that don't make no sense. It's got to be a younger kid. It doesn't follow a chronological time. I guarantee you he'd do it. And none of us will know the difference. That's how good he is. Second coming of Jesus right there, Hugh Jackman. So when you look at it like that, it is probably pretty good that you had Jesus and the devil fighting in the same movie. Teaming up to bring people circus folks. It was beautiful. But let's look at it, okay? You got Zac Efron and his washboard abs, okay? His superior vocals. In this movie about a con man that's taking poor disabled folks, poor folks that have never had a chance at a real life, okay? And you... I'm so sorry. I'm sorry! Bernard, can you please explain what's happening? Why do you have a hairdryer? Guys, I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry. Hold on. You got to see this. I don't know what's happening. Bernard just came in here and picked up a hairdryer and an extension cord. Bernard, I swear to God, what are you doing? Winston, get out the way. You fine. Bernard, why do you feel the need to come into the office to get an extension cord and a hair? Now you got the dogs all mad. Now they fighting. Look at them. You haven't even put your Easter basket away. Look at that. My Lord. Bernard, first off, I'm going to need you to stop interrupting my broadcast. Second off, I'm going to need you to put those supplies back into the room. What happens if my phone goes dead? I need a way to chop. Oh, this is rich. This is rich. What is happening? Bernard, that's a freezer. Why are you throwing a freezer with a hairdryer? Ladies and gentlemen, I'm sorry. I'm done with this. I'm not even going to entertain it no more. I'm not going to entertain it. You can't speak with him. You can't reason with him. Okay? He told me earlier that the ice maker was broken. So I'm assuming that's his suggestion on how to fix it. He's going to defrost it with a ding-dang hairdryer. Lord, I tell you what. If you all ever come onto this channel, okay, at 6 p.m. on a Tuesday and I don't show up, I guarantee you it's because Bernard's killed me. Either physically or by his actions, he has given me some sort of palpitation that has rendered me dead. Okay? Ridiculous. Absolutely ridiculous. Anyway, what are we talking about? Oh, we talking about The Greatest Showman. First of all, now I'm not going to lie. I love The Greatest Showman. I think it is perfect for exactly what it is supposed to be. And what it is supposed to be is entertaining. Okay, just a way to get out of this world for an hour and a half, 2 hours. It's not supposed to be life-changing. It's entertaining, okay? P.T. Barnum was a jerk. P.T. Barnum was horrible. He literally bought people, okay, and took them around and sold tickets for people to see him. He was not a nice man. But like I said, you got the second coming of Jesus. You got Hugh Jackman portraying this man. No one's going to think he's imperfect. Now you're just telling lies to people. This guy's shameful. You can't be out here doing this, the media out here doing this, making P.T. Barnum look like he's an upstanding citizen. It's absurd. Well, you say, Tori. Tori says, I am the greatest showman. Tori, thank you. You know, I'm not going to lie to you. I'm not going to lie to you. I was offered a small role. I was offered a small role in that production. They had a sequence, in the original cut, they had a sequence to where there was a peanut vendor, okay? And they had the peanut vendor walking through the crowd, kind of yelling at the freaks and throwing peanuts at them. I was offered that role. Someone saw how much I love my nuts, love my nut bag, okay? And they said that I'd be perfect for it. It ended up that they didn't think that the idea of the peanut vendor throwing nuts at the freaks was a good way to go. So the offer got turned down. Probably rightfully so. You know what I mean? You probably don't need a peanut vendor throwing peanuts at people. It's probably not nice. Anyway, I digress. Okay, let's look at Greatest Showman. Zac Efron's primary role in that movie is to look like a champion of civil rights. Okay? So you got this person that I hate because he's too pretty and too talented. Okay? And now, you got him out here champion for all kinds of people. Everyone's equal. Falling in love in a time, in a day and age where people aren't allowed to fraternize together if they don't look the same or believe the same thing. What am I supposed to do? What am I supposed to do? Hate that? No, of course not. I love that. I love that. I love the inclusion. I love the equality. Okay? So you got Zac Efron out here making me question my choices. I don't like being pushed. Okay? I don't like being pushed on my beliefs. I don't like having to change my mind. I'm firm and steadfast in my opinions. Now, he's the second coming of the devil. Okay? Nobody has abs that defined and eyes that beautiful and doesn't come straight from hell. I'm sorry. That's science. That's science. It's a slippery slope. Okay? If you don't start out that way, society's going to make you that way. You know, you're going to be in elementary school. You a normal kid. You know, you hanging around the playground. You get to 3rd, 4th grade, all of a sudden, your classmates are, ooh, he looks cute. Oh, look, he's got a sweet face. And then they start treating you better. They start making you popular. You automatically going to become a little SOB that no one wants to be around. Throwing island parties and getting drunk on Miller Lite. And then they're not inviting Carol. Ridiculous. Saying I'm uncouth, okay? I'm sorry, we may have touched onto a personal subject, but regardless, okay, that kind of person should never be trusted. And look at his vocal range, okay? Look at his vocal range, specifically in Greatest Showman. You want to tell me that a man that beautiful can hit at least a 3.5, 4 octave range while doing a tap dance for Hugh Jackman? That's Satan. The only person capable of that is Satan himself. Okay? You know what I mean? He's made some kind of deal with the devil. He's made some kind of contract on his soul to where he can be that talented, be that beautiful. Disgusting. Even when he was sweaty. He comes out of that dance all sweaty. I swear to God, that sweat had glitter in it. I'll put that in an affidavit. I'll put that in my lawsuit. That they tampered with his sweat to make him look more appealing. Ridiculous. Absolutely ridiculous. But I think, above all else, there is one specific thing that I hate Zac Efron for. Okay? And that thing is making me sexually attracted to Ted Bundy. Now, if you don't know what I'm referencing, I'm about to take you on a journey. Okay? On Netflix, there is a movie called Extremely Wicked, Shockingly Evil, and Vile. And it is about the life and crimes and trials of serial killer Ted Bundy. Okay? Now, Mr. Efron portrays Mr. Bundy in this film. Now, historically, okay, Mr. Bundy, very attractive man. One of the fascinations with him, okay, was the fact that so many women loved him, came to his court proceedings, portrayed for, he's innocent. He couldn't do that to people. Look how attractive he is. He couldn't kill people. So natural choice. Zac Efron, you have one of the most beautiful men in America. Okay, that fits the bill. Okay, everyone thinks Ted Bundy attractive. Also, Ted Bundy, spawn of Satan, sociopath. Zac Efron, devil, also fits the bill, okay? But here's the problem. Okay? So you got Zac Efron in this movie doing a real good job, doing some real fine acting, okay? I'll tell you what, as much as I hate Zac Efron, when you combine the superior acting skills with his abs, and you see him a couple times, okay? with his superior abs, his body physique, and those baby blues, I found myself wanting to shack up with Ted Bundy. That's disgusting. That's basically bestiality. What am I supposed to do with that at night? You know, with myself, when I'm laying in bed with my thoughts. And I say to myself, Carol, you a good woman, you a good moral woman, you a good upstanding woman. And then I in my head I go, but you think Ted Bundy's hot? What am I supposed to do with that? You know what I mean? I can't take that to a psychiatrist or anybody. I can't have nobody sort that in my head. I got to deal with that. I got to deal with that pain and that sorrow. Okay? He's out here doing this to all these people, making us attracted to people that we should not. It's disgusting. People like Ted Bundy should live and rot in the ground for eternity and should never even enter a mind of anyone else. Okay? But you got people out here like Zac Efron making sure that the memory is alive and well. Disgusting. Disgusting. Out here making people like Ted Bundy because they have sexual attractiveness. Ain't no reason for it. Ain't no reason for it. You know what? I didn't look it up, but I bet he's young too. Hold on, I got my iPad right here. I bet he's something like 31. Let's see. I'm going to Google him. Right? I'm going to pull up the internet. What is this? A Google button. Why does Google have their own button? Their website. Why do you... Oh, God, Lord. The first thing that pops up is a task force announcement. I won't go into that. Okay, let's see here. Zac Efron. Zac, E-F-R-O-N. Zac Efron. Search. Oh, my God. My God. Looks like Satan. Look, you can see. Look at that. Look at them dark eyes. Oh, he's got a half mustache going on with a little bit of scruff and a little stubble. All right, I'm sorry. I'm getting distracted. Okay. I saw his birth date. Born October 18th, 1987. Which means he is 32 years young. 32 years young. And he's out here thinking that he got the right. Thinking that he got the right to be that beautiful. To be that talented. Okay? Disgusting. Absolutely disgusting. He's as bad as the fashion industry photoshopping women to make them believe that they need to be a size 2 their whole lives. What is, look at this face right here. Look at this face. I'm going to hold it against my breast. Look at that face. What message is that giving young boys? You see what I mean? What message is that giving young men? That they need to look like that in order to be successful and to be loved in life. Let me tell you something. You look at someone like Bernard. Young men, you look at someone like Bernard. He's a perfectly happy man. You know what I mean? You don't need to be successful and talented and attractive. You can live your life like Bernard. And there's nothing wrong with that. Okay? There's nothing wrong with that. So you don't need to feel ashamed. Disgusting. All right. It's probably time for some questions. I babbled long enough. Oh, my God. I've gone over again. I'm so sorry. I just get so mad. So, you know something, Bernard, that I found out? For all of you watching. If you happen to be watching via a watch party or something like that, I can't see your questions. So if you typing in questions in here and you're watching through a watch party, I can't see them. Which is fine. Still enjoy. But just know if I'm not answering your question, that's why. Because I can't see them, okay? Well, Shannon, what'd you say? That he's 1 year older than your daughter. That would mess me up too, Shannon. That messed me up too. You know, but we can't compare our lives. You know what I mean? We can't compare our lives like that. You know, look what he's done with his life. Satan. Making people believe that they can be that pretty and attractive. I say to your daughter, I know she just graduated college. Your daughter's got more going on for her than Zac. Does Zac Efron even go to college? I see you got a Wikipedia profile. Oh, look at that. How annoying. He's got 4 names, too. Y'all know how much I hate people with multiple first names. His full name is Zachary David Alexander Efron. That's annoying. You only need... What's the purpose of having 2 benign middle names? David Alexander. No one cares. No one cares about that. That's ridiculous. Who is Zac Efron's wife? Oh, he's dating somebody. He's got a girlfriend, actress Halston Sage. Oh, you know that's made up. The girl's first name is Halston, like she's a damn furniture company that I'd see on a highway. Halston. Halston Sage, like I'm gonna burn her to bless my house. Ridiculous. Oh, who is Zac Efron's daughter? I like this, that you got all these questions that... I'm sorry, hold on, I'm ignoring y'all's questions now. All right, let's get to this question. Tori, earlier you asked me what I would do if I had Zac Efron in a closet for 7 minutes. Oh, Tori, that's a great question. That's a great question. Automatically, my mind goes on that slippery slope. You know what I mean? Here's what I would do, though. First off, I'd look him in his eyes. His delicate, baby blue eyes. Okay? I might tousle his perfect brown hair back. I might do a little, kind of like that with him. And I'd look him in his eyes and I'd say, Satan, everyone knows who you are. Come out of this body and stop torturing these people of America. Most likely, I would guess, he would say I'm being crazy, because the first rule of being a demon inhibiting someone else's body is that you ain't going to admit to it. You know what? I got a mustache. So he probably think I'm crazy. But after that, maybe we just have a little chit-chat, okay? And if he's not willing to listen, maybe I'll pin him down. Maybe I'll wrap a leg around him. Maybe it's hot in the closet. Maybe some clothes come off. I don't know. I can't predict things. You know what I mean? It's just going to play out how it plays out. But that's where I'd start. I'd try to call the demon right out of him. Okay? Ridiculous. What else do I got? Another question earlier when we were talking about ballography in High School Musical. Okay? The use of athletic equipment to advance a plot through musical song. Ridiculous. It says, which do I hate more? Hairography or ballography? Perfect question. Now, we explained Oh, I'm sorry. Beer gives me the gas. We explained ballography, okay? But for those who don't know hairography would be something like, you associate, this is a big part of what you're doing, like, you flip the hair. The hair becomes an equal dance partner and a focal point in the production, okay? That's hairography. What do I find more annoying? That's a great question. I think I find hairography more annoying. I do, because I don't like specific dance moves and specific content being usurped from one style to another. If you're doing the musical hair, absolutely appropriate, okay? There's a whole song that references how much you love it, how much you love your wavy, hippie hair, okay? But if you in like Carousel, and you up in there talking about, oh, Billy killed himself, oh, flip. There ain't no purpose to that, but people put it in there anyway. It doesn't advance the plot. It doesn't make me feel more emotionally connected to your character. Leave your hair alone, put it back. When I was a young girl and I was in dance classes, okay, we used to have to put it in what they called a snood. Anybody out there wear a snood? Is the grandmas would sew up some yarn together and make a little bun for your bun. And that's what everyone wear their hair like that. There was no hairography in classical ballet. And that's right, I trained as a classical ballerina. I was also accepted into the American Ballet Company in New York City. Most people don't know that when they look at me. They just think, Carol, look at you, you're so Rubenesque. You know what I mean? How can you be so light on your feet? Back then, they had a burlesque division. Okay? American Ballet Company had a burlesque division. I was going to be that leader. I know how to do floor work. Okay? This body's built for floor work. I'm built for it. You know what I mean? It wasn't so popular then. Whatever. Anyway. Anybody else got any questions? Oh, Shannon says Zac Efron could be her son. I'm sorry for you then. I'm sorry for you just by age. Don't say that. Don't be saying you're the mama to the devil. That's horrible. Shannon, you're much better than that. You're a much better person than that. Okay? Don't be dropping yourself that low. Don't drop yourself that low. I think what we all need to remember here, okay, as we are pulling time to a close, is that, mark my words, Zac Efron is Satan. And that's what it is. Okay? He's too beautiful. He's too talented. And also, seems like a pretty decent gentleman. If you got, let's just say the good Lord just happens to make you that beautiful and that talented, you gonna be an ass. There ain't no way you hitting the big three. There ain't no way you hitting successful, talented, beautiful, and you a nice person. That ain't happening. Devil. What'd you say, Tori? Show us your burlesque. All right. We are very much over time. But as we end here, I will do you a favor. Okay, I will do you a favor. And this is going to be a special treat for all you out there still watching this broadcast. I appreciate it, okay? I may or may not have learned some burlesque moves in my time at the Ballet Academy. I'm going to find a song that I prefer to do my burlesque to. Okay? Y'all hear this? You hear the music? This is a sexy song. Crash, thank you. I will not hurt myself. I appreciate it. I'm just gonna show you some hand work. That sounded horrible. Please don't say that I said that, okay? I'm gonna try to stabilize this thing here. Okay, here we go. You won't get a chance to see me in my unders, my shorts, what I broadcast in. Okay. Move that chair out of the way. Now, the most important part of burlesque is the hand moves. This is my main move right here. It's called the snake. Okay? It disorients men. So when you trying to attract them, they'll sit and they'll look in the eyes of the snake, and you just come up to them, or slap them, and I'd slap them in the butt. And then this is my second popular move. I had my arms going, okay, and then this was it. Just a bounce. It's just a simple bounce, okay? It's just a simple, really, I find that with burlesque, less is more. Most of the times whenever I got on stage, I get about 10 seconds into a routine, and everybody stop, for the love of God, we've had enough. So it don't need to be that complex. All right. Oh, it is beyond late. I got a whole mess of guacamole that I got to make up for Cinco de Mayo. Okay. I want you all to continue to be safe out there. Give me some ideas. I love you, Jen. Thank you so much. Remember that snake and bounce, Maggie. I'll tell you what. I suckered in 3 out of my 5 husbands with that. Simple moves. You know what I mean? But I get them every time. Okay. Oh, now I'm out of breath. See? I knew that'd be a problem. Okay. If you got ideas for what we should talk about next week, give me a shout. Okay. Put some in the comments here. And y'all stay safe. Stay safe from the Rona. Wear your masks outside. And I love you. I love y'all very much. I'll see you next week. I'm going to play some burlesque to play us out. How about that?